So, a few months after the rally, life's good, right? Luis is slinging brisket tacos like a culinary wizard. The neighborhood's got this monthly taco and truck night tradition going, and I'm just chilling with a beer, thinking I've won the war. Then, one Tuesday morning, I'm sipping my coffee, scrolling X when I see it, a notification from the neighborhood Facebook group. Karen's back. Not in person, yet, but she's posted this long, dramatic manifesto titled Reclaiming My Peace, A Journey of Resilience. It's got 47 likes already, mostly from people I don't even recognize, probably her leftover yoga disciples. She's claiming she's been forced out by toxic aggression, Reed, me, and my monster trucks, and is now launching a spiritual comeback to heal the community I was wrongfully torn from. I nearly choked on my coffee. Heal the community? Lady, the only thing you healed around here was my faith in petty revenge. I scroll through the comments, and it's a mixed bag. Some folks are like, "Welcome back, Karen. We missed your energy." Which, okay, fine, everyone's entitled to their bad takes. But then there's Tom, the fire emoji guy from last time, dropping a gem. Does this mean more monster trucks? I'm in. I laugh, but deep down I've got this sinking feeling. Karen's not just venting, she's planning something. And knowing her, it's not going to be subtle. Sure enough, 2 days later, I'm out mowing the lawn when I hear it, the unmistakable hum of a Prius engine, followed by the jingle of wind chimes. I look up, and there she is, rolling down the street like some holistic avenger. She's not back in her old house. Luis owns that now. But she's rented the place across the road. A little bungalow that used to belong to a quiet widow who moved to Florida. Karen's already got a sign up, the Zen Revival. Cleanse, restore, triumph. Oh, and she's added a tagline. No engines allowed. I'm standing there, mower's still running, thinking, you've got to be kidding me. She catches my eye, gives me this smug little wave, like she's saying round two, buddy, and disappears inside with a box of sage. Now, I'm not one to start trouble unprovoked. Live and let live, right? If she wants to burn her weeds and chant at the moon, that's her business, as long as she keeps it off my driveway. But I've got a hunch this isn't going to be that simple. And I'm right. By Friday, there's a flyer in my mailbox. Not emailed, not posted online, hand-delivered like she wanted me to feel her presence. It's for her grand reopening retreat this weekend, promising a sacred space free from vehicular violence and a legal boundary of peace. That last bit catches my eye. Legal boundary? What's she cooking up now? I call Luis over, show him the flyer, and he's already grinning. Bro, she's coming for you. You see that legal boundary stuff? She's lawyered up again. I groan, but he's right. Karen's not just back for yoga, she's back for war. So I do what any rational guy would do. I dig into the details. I check the county website, pull up the zoning laws, and yep, there it is. She's filed for a temporary restraining order against noise disturbances within 500 feet of her property, citing emotional distress from prior events. The prior events being, you guessed it, my monster truck rally. She's trying to ban anything louder than a whisper near her new Zen Revival. And my place is smack in the blast zone. At this point, I'm torn between laughing and loading up a loudspeaker with death metal. But I've learned from round one, don't get mad, get smart. I call Barbara, my lawyer from the last showdown. She picks up on the first ring, and before I even finish saying, Karen's back, she's cackling. Oh, I've been waiting for this. What's she claiming now, chakra assault? I read her the TRO filing, and she's like, all right, this is flimsier than a dollar store yoga mat. Meet me tomorrow. We're shutting this down. Saturday rolls around, and Karen's retreat kicks off. I'm watching from my porch as a dozen cars, eco-friendly clown cars, naturally, line the street. No one's on my driveway yet, but I'm keeping my camera ready. She's out there in a flowing purple robe, waving sage like she's exorcising my entire existence. Meanwhile, I'm in Barbara's office by noon, sipping terrible coffee while she pulls apart Karen's TRO like it's a Thanksgiving turkey. Emotional distress? No evidence. Noise ban? No precedent. This is a Hail Mary from someone who's still mad she lost round one. Barbara says, grinning. She drafts a countermotion faster than I can finish my cup, citing my property rights, the rally's legal permits, and the fact that Karen's retreat is, surprise, surprise, operating without a proper commercial license again. We file it that afternoon, and I head home feeling like I've got this in the bag. But Karen's not waiting for the courts. Sunday morning, I wake up to a freaking protest. She's got her retreat crew, maybe 15 people, standing on the edge of my property line, holding signs like honk for healing and engines kill energy. One guy's banging a tambourine, and Karen's leading a chant. Cleanse the noise, restore the peace. It's loud enough to wake Luis, who stumbles out in his pajamas, takes one look, and goes, "Man, I thought we were done with this crap." I'm trying not to lose it, but then I notice something. One of her signs is leaning against my mailbox. My mailbox. On my land. Big mistake, Karen. I grab my phone, snap photos, and call the sheriff, my cousin Luke again. He shows up 20 minutes later, sipping a gas station coffee, looking at this circus like it's the dumbest thing he's seen all week. "All right, folks, you're on private property. Move it or I'm citing you," he says, pointing at the mailbox. Karen tries her "this is a peaceful demonstration" spiel, but Luke's not having it. "Ma'am, your peace ends where his deed begins. Step back." They shuffle off my land, but not before Karen shoots me a death glare that could curdle kombucha. Monday, the TRO hearing hits. Barbara's in her element, tearing into Karen's lawyer, who's still rocking that Patchoula vibe, like he's a rookie in a boxing ring. She's got photos of the protest on my property, the unpermitted retreat, and a stack of case law thicker than a yoga block. The judge, same dry old guy from last time, looks at Karen's filing, then at Barbara's countermotion, and sighs that soul deep sigh again. "Ms. Karen's last name, you're alleging noise violations from an event that's not even happening. And you're running a business without a license. Again. Motion denied. Countermotion granted. Pay the court fees." Barbara winks at me as Karen's lawyer stammers something about vibrational precedent. The judge just bangs the gavel. You'd think that'd be the end, right? Nope. Karen's too stubborn, or too delusional, to quit. That night, she posts another video online, crying about corporate oppression and the death of spirituality. She's got 3 followers left, and even they're like, "Girl, give it up." But here's the kicker. The next morning, I see her loading up that Prius again. No sage, no signs, just bags and a defeated slouch. Luis walks over, hands me a taco, and says, "Looks like round 2's a TKO. You're undefeated, man." And that's when it hits me. This wasn't just about a driveway anymore. It was about standing up for what's mine, my space, my peace, my right to live without someone else's nonsense spilling onto my lawn. Karen thought she could steamroll me with guilt trips and legal loopholes, but I had permits, community, and a hell of a lot of horsepower on my side. Now she's gone, for real this time. And I've got a neighborhood that's tighter than ever, plus a stack of Namaste this shirts that still sell like hotcakes. So, moral of the story, YouTube fam, if someone messes with your driveway or your life, don't just take it. Get loud, get legal, and maybe throw in some monster trucks or tacos for good measure. Because at the end of the day, respect's a two-way street, and I'm not budging an inch. Hit that like button if your team don't block my driveway, and let me know in the comments, what would you do to a Karen like this? Peace out, until the next saga.